Hey guys, I am back, joined by Mr. Prusky here. Um, we had a lot of really good matchups last week. I got my ass kicked by Weiler. Standings are getting really close, and we're going to go through next week's projections and next week's matchup. So that's what we have in store for you this week. So we're going to get right to it. We had Ricky 2000, Roofer against Greasers. Lemish and Whitey. Roofer, you know how I feel about your team. It sucks. Greasers, you put up 116. You got away with one. That's all right. What do you got?
Not much to say about it. I mean, Greasers didn't put up a huge total. It would have been nice to see something out of Ricky for us here in the division, but 65 points ain't going to do much, so not too much to talk about here.
Ain't going to get her done. Roofer, your team sucks. If you want to make a trade, don't hit me up because your team sucks and there's nobody on your team I want. So,
I'm curious about your first picks, maybe.
Yeah, man, if you got a first rounder you want to give away, hit me up. And then we have Landon, Cheeseheads with Attitude against Gar, Mr. Fist. Gar put up 73. Landon put up 121. Even though you put up 121, Landon, I still don't like your team very much. You got lucky. What do you got?
Again, another matchup. I don't have too much to say about Mr. Fist's team. Is obviously without a win. We expected Cheeseheads to win this one, and Cheeseheads is in the playoff picture, but I definitely think he's within some threat still.
Yep. Got a big matchup next week. We're going to get into that a little later. Next, we have Burns against Pumpin' Munch. Yacht. Called it.
Shout out to you guys. Both of you guys hot pick Pumpin' Munch with that upset. And Sure enough.
Yeah, it's like the first pick I've got right all year, so I'm pretty happy about that. Burns, like I said, I'm not in love with your team. Your ceiling isn't high. Your ceiling, you have a good ceiling, but your floor is so low. Blake Bortles sucks. Now, you don't have to use Blake Bortles anymore, so that's obviously good for you. But, you lost to a really bad team. It's a really bad team. So, what do you got, Prusk?
Not too much to say about the matchup. He definitely lost to a really bad team. More what comes to mind when I see these two teams right now is the trend of trades with them where, Burns traded for Ted Ginn there, and that didn't really work out. And I seen just a couple hours ago, he's back at it doing good old Burns things and unloading his future for a couple, mid-level players. So
T.Y. Hilton, baby. T.Y. Hilton has been traded for a first and second rounder, and then another first rounder, and Jordan Reed and Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, so that's cool.
I know you still got one first rounder in your pocket, Burns. Make sure you talk to me before you get squirrely with that one too.
Okay, we're gonna move on to Boggs, Fat Bottom Girlies against Evan Shearer. Evan, you put up 127. That's a pretty good score, actually.
Not a bad week. It's enough to win a lot of matchups.
Yeah, you just ran into like a huge buzzsaw. So
the back-to-back champ doing back-to-back champ things.
Yeah, put up 192. That sucks. I mean, Evan, you kind of had a shot. If you win this week, you can kind of get yourself back into it, get on a roll. You're still starting LaShawn McCoy, which is crazy because LaShawn McCoy really sucks. He really sucks. His floor is so low, and I understand he got hurt, but I don't know. I personally would never start LaShawn McCoy no matter what. I would do anything and everything I could to not have to start LaShawn McCoy. You get LaShawn McCoy out of that lineup, that's a pretty good lineup you got, Evan. You get LaShawn McCoy out of there, and you even get a decent running back. I mean, you never know. So, yeah. Anything else?
Nothing. Just Boggs' team is just rolling away. One of the nastier things I see sitting here is that he only had an 80% efficiency rating as far as who's he started. I mean, he had 232 potential. I mean, I don't know. I haven't even sniffed 190, and his lineup could have been even better, which is really scary.
Yep. Boggs doing Boggs things. Next, we had Lemke against Prusky here. Oily Hips against Harbaugh's Heroes. Prusky came away with the win, and with that, him and I are tied for standings. And we play this week, so we'll get into that a little bit. But Lemke, you put up a good fight. I think you had a couple players on your bench that could have helped you out, but it is, I get it.
I'm thrilled. Obviously, I had 36 out of Denver's defense, which I can credit most of that win to them. My receivers didn't do anything. I didn't even get 10 points out of my receivers and tight end total. So really, Denver's defense did it for me, and it was pretty much a must-win matchup for me to keep me in this race here. So I'm definitely thankful.
Yep. So, and then we get to me against Weiler. Fuck you. Patrick Mahomes and Kareem Hunt put up 90 fucking points. 91 points alone. Just those two. Put up 91 points. My whole team put up 97. My team shit the bed this week. I don't think I was putting up 173 no matter what. So it is what it is. There's nothing I could have done. There's nothing I could have done with my bench. There's nothing I could have done. Zeke got me 6. Mixon got me 8. Marquise Goodwin got me 3. It was just a shitty week for me. It was kind of a shitty week for you, too, if you didn't have Mahomes and Hunt go nuts. I mean, I seriously, after the noon games, I thought I had a chance. I was like, okay, if I can get up by like 50 points at the end of the 3 o'clock games, because I had Jared Goff going, Zeke going, DJ going. I had pretty much my whole lineup going, and I ended up putting up like 40 points total with like my whole lineup. So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, your team definitely underperformed this week. Patrick Mahomes, guys just going ape shit. I felt the wrath of that. I played him in the second week when he was on the Greasers, and he dropped 50 on me to beat me, and then traded him to Weiler so I could play him again the very next week on week 3, and he dropped like another 40 on me. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, he's been...
Yep, that'll happen.
He's been the ticket.
That will happen. Yep, nice job, Lemke. Nice job. Well, at least you got Anthony Miller.
Yeah.
God.
This guy's salty. I can't talk to him without fantasy football without mentioning that trade.
Okay, so we're going to move on to next week's matchups. Like we said at the beginning of the video, we have some awesome matchups. Yep. I'll let you start out with the first matchup.
Okay, yeah, like you said though, it's a big week, and it's really going to be a turning point for the league. All divisional matchups this week. You got the top guys from divisions and the guys fighting for the playoff spots going head to head. We've peeked at schedules going forward, and it's a lot's going to become more obvious after this week. So we start out with Weiler and Ricky 2000. I mean, we know what's going to happen here. Weiler's team is getting hot as they can right now. Patrick Mahomes might single-handedly put up as many points as Ricky. You know what I mean? It's getting ugly for Ricky, and it's getting hot for Weiler. So I don't think there's an easier matchup to call this week.
It's funny because I truly believe there has got to be at least a 5% chance that Patrick Mahomes and Kareem Hunt put up more points than Roofer's entire team. I would even put it at maybe a 10 to 20% chance that just Mahomes and Hunt put up more points than Roofer's entire team.
Yeah,
he almost did it to me last week.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what did you say they put up last week on you?
90.
Yeah, that's more than
90.
Ricky put up last week.
Ricky put up 65 last week.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so there's that matchup.
Yeah. All right, next we have Lemke, Oily Hips against Cheeseheads with Attitude, Landon. Um, Landon's got Matt Ryan out. So he's got Joe Flacco in his lineup. He's got Mike Davis in his lineup. Wendell Smallwood, Crabtree. I don't like this lineup.
Bad.
Don't like this lineup at all. You're going up against a really good team. Don't let the record fool you. Lemke's got a really good team here, and I'm taking Lemke for the win.
Oh yeah, Lemke all day. I mean, he's got Cam, Chubb, McCaffrey, Devontae Adams. Definitely got a lot better lineup coming out this week, and it's a big one for the division too because Cheeseheads is still in it. His team's just not doing as strong right now. Like he said, Oily Hips has got a lot better team. I mean, if you look at his points against, it's pretty bad. He's been getting beat up on, and this is an opportunity for Oily Hips to start making a push. I think Oily Hips has a really good chance to actually still make a push and get into the playoffs in that division. And this is the game he's going to have to win to start that out.
Yeah, I think it's obvious Burns and Weiler are making the playoffs.
Yep.
Lemke, if you can beat Landon here, you pulled him within one game of Landon and the playoffs. And I think your team is significantly better than Landon. So, this is it's a huge week for both of you guys. So I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell yet, Dave.
Yeah, not quite. Next we have Evan and Burns. Now, I'm going to let Prusky start this off. However, I just want to start by saying Evan is actually favored to win this matchup.
By quite a bit.
It's by 9 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here and who I think's actually going to pull this one out. Good old dual tight end. Burns with this new addition of T.Y. Hilton.
Yep.
Oh, man. Boom or bust for Burns, man. He is all
Yep.
in on that championship this year. It's a tough year. There's some good teams, buddy.
With not a very good team.
Yeah. I guess I'm not sure. It's a tough prediction. I mean, I think that the matchups are pretty close. Third degree Burns' record's way better than his team actually is. So, I try not to let.
Well, that's what happens when you're only going up against an average of 100 points a fucking week.
He does average 100 points against a week, which is crazy.
Retarded.
Yeah.
I'm at 135.
I guess I'm going to take. I'll go with Evan this week.
Okay. I'm also going Evan. Here's why. Julian Edelman is awesome. Alshon Jeffrey he's back. He's healthy.
It's healthy.
Adam Thielen, best receiver in the NFL right now. And then you got your two-headed tight end monster. Burns, you got Big Ben, but I think he can be matched by Jameis Winston because they both throw so much. Tariq Cohen's okay. Elvin Kamara, since he's been splitting time with Mark Ingram, Kamara has not been the same, and it hasn't even been close. Mm-hmm. Danny Amendola sucks. Mike Evans is good, but again, his ceiling just isn't that high. T.Y. Hilton, same thing. I don't know why you traded a fucking first rounder for T.Y. Hilton, who just hasn't been that good this year. And then you got Gronk, Gostkowski, and the Dolphins. I'm not in love with this team. I'm taking Evan this week. So,
yep. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I like his receivers better.
Okay, now we're moving on to the matchup of the fucking week here, son. We have me, Kaiser Soze, against this guy, Harbaugh's fucking heroes.
This is a huge matchup. Him and I are tied in the division right now. As of right now, he owns the tiebreaker because he won we played week 1 and he slipped by me. And Boggs and
Greasers.
Boggs and the Greasers are up ahead of us a bit here, so there could be a chance for the Greasers to possibly make a slide. The schedule's pretty crazy coming up, but it's a big game. for me to win and stay in this because I really need to break that tiebreaker between me and Kaiser. What do you have to say about the matchup before we get into the details?
I don't know who's going to win. I hope I win. If I win, that essentially puts me up essentially puts me up 3 games right there. And then he actually goes up against Greasers next week. So I just really believe if I win this week, that will pretty much solidify me going into the playoffs. So
it's true. We both have a big soft spot in our schedule coming up with some easy matchups. Both of our teams should win. And if he wins this one against me, he's going to go up a game. Plus, he's going to have the tiebreaker on me with beating me twice. It would be hard for me to come back with. And I still have the Greasers and Boggs yet this year. So
yep, and I have the Greasers and Boggs too. But we both have Mr. Fist, and Pump and Munch again. So we'll see what happens. But I think I just think whoever wins this matchup, the chances of them making the playoffs this year are going to be a lot bigger. So
if I lose, and any of you guys that are making a push on the playoffs are interested in anybody on my roster, hit me up.
And if I win, I have 2 first rounders, and I'm willing to move both. So hit me up, Adam Tldl. He wants to be on my team. I'm pretty sure he wants to be on my team.
My other way too early prediction, I guess you could say, or my way too early prediction here would be the loser of this game wins the Tldl.
Oh yeah, the loser of this game is definitely winning the Tldl. Completely agree. All right.
Nobody's being biased in this video.
All right, who are you picking in this matchup?
It's actually a pretty good matchup. We got Aaron against Russ. Obviously, I'm taking Aaron. Saquon and David Johnson. The way it's going right now, I like Saquon there. Then I got Jordan Howard against Carry On. Obviously, I like Carry On right now. Not just because I'm a Detroit fan. I mean, the guy's he's heating up, and Detroit's finally starting to feed him and realize what he's capable of. Latavius Murray and Joe Mixon. I'm going to give it to Joe there. So I got us at like 2 apiece there. Doug Baldwin and Marquise. I'm going to take Doug Baldwin there. Juju and AJ. Probably AJ. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
Ebron and OJ Howard. I like Ebron there. Kickers are kickers. And Detroit's defense, I'm not crazy about this week, but I don't like either of my defensive matchups. But
so who you got?
2 evils. I know that website's got you favored in points, but truly this website's kind of crazy on their predictions.
Yeah, their projections suck.
Their projections are some of the worst I've seen. They're maybe a cut above Yahoo. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to go apeshit this week, trying to play catch up and keep up with these Rams, and I think Aaron's going to take me home and keep this playoff hunt alive.
I also think that Aaron Rodgers is going to win this week for you. That's what I think. I think Aaron Rodgers. The Packers are not that good. The Rams are really good. The Rams are going to be up by 3 or 4 touchdowns in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, Aaron Rodgers puts up 20 to 30 points just in the fourth quarter. And I think he's putting up a 40 or 50 spot on me. So I am taking Prusky in this one. And then I'm going to have some work to do coming back. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think you losing puts you out.
I don't think so either.
No, but it's more of a must win for me.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have the Greasers and Fat Bottom Girlies.
Another big matchup. They're obviously both one-loss teams.
Yep.
Fighting for the first round bye. If the Greasers takes a loss, that's going to put them in reach of Kaiser and I. The winner of our matchup is going to be within a game of the Greasers if they take
one game.
Well, I guess whoever takes the loss. I got Fat Bottom Girlies team on another level right now. The thought of catching them isn't even that's not even it's nothing.
I'm taking Boggs as well. He's got the better team. And we're getting kind of long on the video, so I'm taking Boggs. Who are you taking? You taking Boggs too, right?
Yeah. Boggs team.
And then we have We have what I think might be the actual matchup of the week. Pump and Munch against Mr. Fist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take Mr. Fist. I think Pump and Munch, you've really gotten rid of, like, any good person on your team. And, you know, Gar, you still got Antonio Brown, Geronimo, Robbie Anderson, Marvin Jones, Brait. I'm taking Gar in a close match.
Yeah, it's a funny matchup. It's, you know, bottom of the barrel teams fighting at it right now, but obviously Pump and Munch is gutted, so
Yep.
I got Mr. Fist, of course.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck this week, and we will see you next week.